have 26 faces that we're gonna rank. Pat and I wanted to do some fun or have some fun because it is summer.
Off-season fooling around shenanigans, if you will.
So, Pat, you want to take it from here as I add it to the stage?
Yeah. All right, Marcus. First of all, I'm gonna need you to read out the players' names because I mean, I know most of these, but like face alone, I might have no idea who these people are.
Okay, I
Anyway,
got you.
we wanted to rank just everybody on the team in a tier list because tier lists are fun. And I came up with these brilliant tiers names. I think they're appropriate for the Bruins. Obviously, elite being the best of the best, good for the team. That's the Bruins because a good Bruins second line might be like a Minnesota Wild's fourth line. So that's good for them. The Will See tier, I mean, that's self-explanatory. Kind of a guy who just wears a jersey out there. I mean, it could be the whole team. On some nights, like we feel like could be the whole team out there, could be in that tier. And then Providence Legends was Marcus's ad because he wanted to do a Providence Bruins tier because he likes them more than the actual NHL
team. Well, Providence Legends is someone who I don't see up here on the team often, but is like good enough.
Absolutely tearing it up down in Providence.
But is like the ultimate call up if needed, which would be the ideal thing for the Bruins. So
let's begin.
Yeah, without further ado, let's have some fun with it. So, first name on the list, he's at the top of the alphabetical order, is Jonathan Aspero. Pat, I'll let you take it away from here.
That's a tough one to start on. I mean, I'm going to need your help with this. I'm going to consult you. Is he good for the team or is he wearing a jersey?
I feel like,
or is he will see?
I don't want to put him in will see because I think we've seen both sides of the spectrum at the NHL level. I mean, he played first pair, right? He was a plus 30, and he kind of gave Charlie McAvoy that steady defensive, presence, so he could be a little more offensively minded.
If we know anything, Marcus, is that our fans love Jonathan Aspero, so we have to be wary of where we put him on the tier list.
Bruins fans are definitely fond of him, but I think if you look at where he is, like he definitely brings that defensive steadiness. He's fast, he's aggressive, really good with his stick.
I won't be a dick yet. I will go good for the team to start.
You'll go with good for the team?
Yes.
I'd go with, and this is because I see him as more of a depth defenseman relative to the rest of the team, but based on last year, I'm gonna bite the bullet on where I ranked him as a depth fill-in player. He is good for the team. I'll put him in good for the team as well. But I'll still say that he is relative to the rest of the league.
We maybe should have. I mean, now that one is a tough one for your depth category, but I still like mine better because I think it's going to work out. I think good for the team is good for Jonathan Asper because that's kind of what I mean at the end of the day, right?
He is good for the
Jonathan
team.
Asper is good for the Bruins.
He is good for the Bruins. So I will agree with you and put him in the tier for that. So we agree. This one is the only one wearing blue because he wore blue last year. Will Borgen.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, no. We've discussed about it before. We didn't know too much about him. We know he's very steady, but he was kind of an under the radar sort of pickup that nobody saw coming. I agree with Will C. There's no doubt about that. I think this next one will also be because you probably don't recognize his face. Freddie Brunet.
Yeah, it's Will C. I don't even know. I really don't even know who that is, to be honest. Is that one of the draft picks?
It's one of the prospects. Has performed. I have to say, I don't want to put him in Providence Legends, but he is essentially like the best like defenseman in terms of upside.
We'll see with him, right? Because we don't know yet.
Yeah, you're right. We do not know because there's an abundance of defensemen, and based on where we are with this, there's another defenseman that we got to rank who wore black and gold, but decided to wear a different shade of black and gold this year. Connor Clifton.
Connor Clifton, huh?
I don't want to put him in
everything that you did for the Bruins, Connor. However, you a lot of the days would just wear a jersey.
I was gonna say, like, I think based on the tiers, like he is essentially. I don't think he played a full 82 game season, and based on where he is on the defensive depth chart, he'll be a third pair guy, or maybe like depth fill in. Like, so I can see wearing a jersey. I put him in we'll see, but we know Connor Clifton. Like, we know because we've seen him before in a previous stint. So I'll put him in wearing a jersey as well based on that. Next, this guy is a Providence legend, but he's not going to be there this year. Mikey DiPietro.
Do
I
you
think I
want to
know.
put somebody in Providence? Like,
I don't think so because I think I know where I would put him.
yeah, I mean, we'll see, obviously, but
We'll
like he is
see.
a Providence legend, so like I do understand that.
He is a Providence legend, but I don't think he's someone that like because he's going to be the backup goalie. We'll have to see. And with all the back to back games the Bruins are playing, I think he's going to be integral. So it is one of those we'll sees. This one should be fun. You know which one. Next up on the list is Elias Lindholm.
Just put him in the category, Marcus. We don't even have to discuss it.
if you get so is that where you're gonna put him? Or
Yes,
gonna
wearing a jersey.
Okay. So past 2 years, he's been like a high tier 40 point scorer, great on the power play. Like he produces like insane on the power play, but you need more out of him from like his transition game. You need more out of him offensively. You need him to have more jump.
Little background. I came up with the wearing a jersey tier strictly because of Elias Lindholm, because there was a stretch one like last year, I think, where we like the Bruins were just in a bad way. They lost like 6 games in a row, and everyone was saying me and you were talking, Marcus. I don't know if you remember this. We were all talking about. Everyone was talking. The entire city was like, "Where is Elias Lindholm?" And I said, "He's kind of just wearing a jersey out there."
Yeah, no, he did have he's had a few of those stretches that have just been bothersome, so to speak. So, anyways, yeah, that's Elias Lindholm. We don't know if he's going to be on the first line or the third line, which is probably where I'd put him on the latter half. Anyways, you can't really put him anywhere else. So, Mikey Eyssimont.
Ah. I mean, I wish we had a junk tier for this, but I'll do wearing a jersey, I guess. Is he a Providence legend? I don't even know.
So I don't know if you could like bury him in Providence. I feel like it's kind of like rude
Is
to
there a way
do
to
that to
add a
him.
tier or no?
How about I switch Providence legends to like
Junk.
cupboard? I'm gonna put cupboard.
Shelf.
Yeah, cupboard, the shelf. I'm gonna switch Providence legends because I realized I didn't put guys like Ivan and Dunslich Mellis, who would be like those guys. But yeah, Mikey Eyssimont, cupboard. I mean, I liked the signing originally. I felt like he was going to be one of those fourth line guys, but last summer, if we were doing this, we would be talking about which of the couple of signings are you going to pair with Mark Kastelik and obviously Sean Corelli in that fourth line. So Tanner Jeannot dropping down to the fourth line does not help Mikey Eysimont's case. He's kind of just cupboard for me. And yeah, it stinks because like I thought he was going to be a good fit here. He kind of is. It's just he's not. You don't have anywhere to put him. So up in the shelf, up in the kitchen cupboard. Next up, Morgan Geeky. I have 2 spots.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like I don't think he's deserving of that quite yet.
I don't think he is either.
So good for the team. I'll go.
He's definitely good for the team. I'm really interested to see if
he's on the cusp, though. He could be like if he has another season. I think there's serious conversation about elite.
So I think the serious conversation for elite, I think, will come from one thing: how does he perform? Because I doubt he's going to be on a line with David Pastrnak unless the Bruins really tried to spread the depth. If you're really talking about that, if the Bruins opt to keep Geeky as that top line left wing, sure. Like he's definitely going to be like a great goal scorer, but how does he score without Pastrnak? I think that's definitely a huge question mark. He has shown it. He has shown it. It's just how do you line that up? But he's definitely good for the team. Great bargain of a contract based on what's going on. One of our favorite men to talk about up next. You can tell who this is based on the fact that it's an albatross of lighting in comparison to the rest of them, and he's wearing a tie because this is his draft day photo. James Hankins.
Yeah, we'll see. We're hoping for great things out of the kid. We'll see though. We don't know yet, so we're hoping for the best on Higgs.
Oh yeah, no, for
Good
sure.
luck
And
in
we've
camp, kiddo. You can move up the ranks on the tier list. We should do this like once a. We should do this like every like middle of the year.
oh, I agree. No, for sure. Maybe at the end of the next year, when
What's
the
the
season ends,
what's the thing on
we can do player grades.
what's the thing on like Fox Sports One?
Fox Sports One.
It's like the show with Nick Wright.
I have no idea. I don't watch Fox Sports unless it's like baseball at night
It's
or the
it's
World
a
Cup.
I mean, it's a great, it's a popular show. I'm blanking on the name. You guys know it out there, but he does the quarterback mountain,
The quarterback mount.
like for like NFL,
Oh,
the Mahomes quarterback mountain.
oh, yeah. We can definitely dabble with that stuff. So, but should we dabble in some Jordan Harris?
I mean, shelf, please, thank you.
Yeah, covered. I was confused about
Saw
the
all I needed to see in Game 4. That was about it. That was just about it for me.
I mean, I thought he was a decent fit before that ankle break, but yeah, game 4 was a tough watch for sure. So they definitely liked what they saw out of that short stint of him early at the beginning of the year. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, he's cupboard slash I'd probably say Providence.
Here we go.
Based
Here's
on
a fun one coming up.
here's a fun one. Your favorite. Oh my god, or your second favorite. I actually don't know. Hampus
I mean,
Lindholm.
I want to send this guy to Latvia, but like he's wearing a jersey, I guess, for right now.
For right now, you're putting him in where I want to put him in. We'll see, because
Yeah, I don't.
because
We can talk about it.
because I think like look, I understand the wearing a jersey thing. Like I think injuries have kind of derailed him, but I do think that he at full health brings a steady, poised presence to your transition, to your blue line on offense. I do think there's some stuff to be there. The one thing that always bothers me is that his stick always manages to get in between somebody's legs and trips him. And he's always in the box for it. So the wearing a jersey, I see to your point, Pat, but I want to rebut and say we'll see because I feel like he's definitely, he could be back to like that second best defenseman on the team, or he might be wearing a jersey, as you see.
I'll give you we'll see just to even out the ranks because I hate every second of it, but I'll put him in we'll see for now.
I totally understand where you're coming from with wearing a jersey, but I think given what you're paying him, I think given what you have to say we'll see. Like
That's
he
a good
is,
tier, huh?
it is a good tier.
Should we
Yeah,
make another tier called Send a Latvia?
oh my gosh.
No offense to our people in Latvia, of course. They got great hockey over there.
Well, we're definitely not sending this guy to Latvia because I think he definitely proved a lot of Bruins fans incorrectly. You know who that is right there. But for the people who can't squint and see close, that's Tanner Jeannot next.
That's his face, huh? I feel like I've never seen his face a lot.
He's like one
Really,
of the
it's so wicked small on my screen. So hold on, yeah, there we go.
yeah,
I just full
sorry.
screen myself.
Sorry.
Um,
He's like one of the few guys with a really good looking mustache.
like he was okay last year, right? So like this is kind of where my tiers don't work out correctly. He is kind of a wearing a jersey, but like I could put him in like a will see tier 2, but like I feel like he does wear a jersey for most of the season.
For most of the season, he definitely wears a jersey, and I think based on what you're paying him, the output definitely doesn't add up in like a cost per point thing. My thought was good for the team, but that's just me being a positive guy.
That's a
Like,
good point, actually. He is like because I get that. Like
because
he is
based
good
on
for the
his
team, but
role,
like he makes so much money and like he just doesn't do a
this is
ton.
true. This is true. I think it should say something based on how well he performs as a fourth line guy.
Yeah, but
I
that's what I'm saying.
to
He's
his
brilliant for
role
the fourth line. He was like, that grit, he was pretty good defensively. He was decent, decent like pro. So like I'll do good for the team, but
I can understand wearing a jersey. I can, but I think he's more than somebody who just wears the like if we're ranking like I understand where Elias Lindholm's expectations are compared to like a wearing a jersey, because for him, he's supposed to be a number one center. He's not. That's what the Bruins are
Yeah.
paying him for.
That Tanner
What
Jeannot is not in the spirit of wearing a jersey, and I gotta keep integrity with my tiers. You know what I'm saying? I
so
gotta
you're
keep
gonna
tier
put
integrity.
so you're gonna put him as good for the team.
I will do good for the team.
I will agree with you there. So we will put him there. Next on the docket is Henri Jokiharju.
I just want to point out, you notice that we haven't put anybody in elite yet. That kind of shows you the scale of the team right now.
It does. There's a lot of question marks on this team based on how good or how not good they could be. But also, you should probably step back from your mic because you are doing like.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're really into this, and I love it.
My apologies to the people out there if I'm yelling in your ear.
The people on the headphones are gonna
just bill me your ear medical history.
Well, tell them about Henri Jokiharju and where you see him on this team.
Well, he's been in the cupboard for a little bit, but when he's not in the cupboard, he is good for the team sometimes, and then he wears a jersey on other nights.
Yeah, it really is like up and down with him. I kind of want to put him in cupboard. Like I don't see where they put him.
I would agree.
Like I like him and what he can bring to an NHL lineup. I just the way they're playing it, I don't really see how they would fit him in. So for me, I think they're gonna until they find a trade for him or move off of him, he's just gonna be like stuck in the press box.
I would agree.
$3 million.
I think cupboard is a good place for him.
$3 million in the cupboard. I don't like it.
We really should. I mean, the cupboard tier should probably be empty, and that's when we're in a good spot. But it's not right now.
It's not. They have a lot of depth on depth. But to reiterate, I do like what Henri Jokiharju brings in his player profile. But it is, as you said, Pat. Some nights it's wearing a jersey. Sometimes it's good for the team.
Is that Mark Hastelik I see up next?
Yeah, you can't miss that beautiful smile. It is.
I mean, send him right up the ranks there, Marcus. Good for the team. The kid's an absolute wagon.
I agree. I mean, coming in from the Linus Ullmark trade, I feel like you were in this category with me where it was like, who is this guy? And then he comes in and he absolutely just plays the perfect brand style of Bruins hockey. And I wouldn't call him actually, yeah, you could call him a steal in the trade given like Ullmark's value. But
yeah, I think he's just a good hockey player, you know?
Amen to that. Amen to that. He definitely plays the Bruins style of hockey, is ferocious on the forecheck, is solid in all aspects, and he has grit too.
Could put the puck in the net a little bit too. You know, obviously he's a fourth line guy, but decent amount of skill to him. Yeah.
We have the best fourth line in the National Hockey League, which I projected at the beginning of the year, and a lot of it is due to Mark Kastelik. So next up, another great smile.
We might have a debate on this here. Come on.
Pat isn't as fond because I'm the most fond of this man. If you guys are a follower of me, you know how much I love this guy. Marat Husnudinov. Where do you see him, Pat?
Okay. He's better than wearing a jersey.
I agree.
Yeah. Is he good for the team? Like, in a way he is, but like, I still feel like we don't know for sure on that.
Do you see him as we'll see?
Maybe.
The way
I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me for this, though. That's why I'm trying to like brace for that.
No, it makes sense because the way I look at it is he played so many different roles last season. Like he can just fill wherever you need to be. And maybe that's the player he is. However, at the same time, I think in the Bruins trajectory, he's one of those guys where you wonder as they add more, which they should be doing, as they, grow more in their forward group, where does he fit? And I feel like he's one of those guys where at best is a bottom middle sixer. Like if you can get him to be like a 30 to 40 point guy on your third line that can fill a role on the second and first line. I love talking about this stuff with Marat.
Well, because I only say we'll see because couldn't you see him regressing?
Not really. I think he showed you so much last year that he can complement Pasternak on the first line. If you want, you could put him in on the fourth line, and he showed that early on that he can
Yeah,
play.
anybody could. I'm saying, but could you see it going the other way? Because I feel like
I
it's a perfect prototype kind of player where like he's the small guy who has the good year but then regresses.
I really don't think so, and maybe I'm just blinded by how well he played last year. But I think like if that's what he can give you, and he's always like on top of pucks, always active in all three zones, I don't really think he's a regression candidate based on his work ethic. Of course, injuries are a thing. Of course, there's all that. But I think what Husadinov like gives you at face value, I don't really think it's we'll see. Genuinely would argue he's good for the team based on how he complemented everybody, every line.
Okay. I'm holding up a number. Okay. I'm holding up one in my I'm holding up one in one hand and two in the other. Okay. If you guess which one, like you like, I'm gonna shuffle in a second, right? You pick the hand that I like, just pick like my left or my right hand, okay? And I am either holding up a one or a two.
Okay.
If you pick two, he will go into Will C. If you
Okay.
pick one, he will go with good for the team. Right? I'll tell you. Hold on.
Okay. Shuffle them. I can't believe it's come down. For Barat.
Go.
Left. Oh.
Oh no. Oh man.
Pat wins this round, but let it be stated for the record, I would have put him in good for the team.
When people like see the picture that we post of this and don't listen to the podcast, they're gonna freak out at him being at Will C.
And I will put a disclaimer for it. That is for sure that we had to flip a coin. I'll be like, we had to flip a coin on Marat Husadinov. I personally think he's good for the team, but anyways, agree to disagree. Moving on, Sean Corrali.
This is an interesting one because I don't think he's great for the team, but like he's not bad.
No, he's not. But I think for what you're paying him and what his role is, I think he does exactly what you need him to do. Great penalty killer as well. Really solid penalty killer.
So you want to go good for the team?
I mean, you could say good for the team based on his role, but I mean, like, I'm not trying to say like he's replaceable, but I'm saying like he just does what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not exactly as like thrilled about him.
Can you add another tier at all?
Can I just like add a tier? Sure.
Just add like a
oh my God. Nope. That needs to wow, we're going
oh man,
crazy with this. Oh my God.
Keep going.
Click down. Nope, cupboards
Why
up
is it
there.
doing? Yeah, why is it doing that?
I don't know.
And then I see. So then you go,
Okay. Settings. What you want one in between wearing a jersey and covered?
Just one that says Sean Corrali.
What? I mean, he's good. Yeah, he's good for the team. Like, I'm not gonna act like he's not. Like, he's good for the team in his role. But is he? Could you find another fourth line guy that could play exactly the way he does? Sure.
Yeah, but I think like you put a tier under Will C and in between wearing a jersey and Will C called Sean Corrali, and that's perfect for him.
Okay. Hold on. How do I X out of this? We'll see. We'll call it Sean Corrali. And we'll just put that. So, or that. Oh wow, that's no.
And then go up with it. Or go down. Yeah.
Here, hold on. Wow. This is not here. I'm gonna have to. This is cutting into production.
Sorry,
see.
I didn't realize it was this much of a hassle to do all this.
No, for my brain, I'm literally like frying myself right now. Settings.
I thought you got it right. Oh, I see what you said. Perfect.
Yeah, I got it. Perfect. Sean Corrali. Okay. Sean Corrali will go into the Sean Corrali tier. That's how special of a player he is. Next on the board, I can't believe we just did that. Mason Lohrei. Where do you see him?
Wearing a jersey. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't put him in Will C. I don't think he deserves it.
I want to say we'll see, just because I think there's the question of, do you
He's
put him on
just
the
so
right?
young still, so I get it. It just bugs me.
Yeah, I
Feels like
think
he's getting away with it. You know, we're letting him off the hook with putting him in Will C.
yeah, I can see how I'd be letting him off the hook with it, but I don't think, how do I put it? He's good enough to be in the top 6, right? Like, he's good enough to play like in the NHL lineup. However, like, he's not terrible where it's like you have to bench him like all the time, despite some of his absorbent mistakes he has made, like at times.
Beside his minus 48 on a
What in
season.
when he had to step up and be the lone defenseman on a bad team?
All
Yeah,
right, put him in. We'll see. Fine.
I mean, like, should we put him in the strong corral? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, he's sort of maybe.
I can't see wearing a jersey because I feel like there's so much upside to his game.
Yeah,
It's
wearing a
like,
jersey is supposed to be for like the stiffs.
I don't think he's a stiff. I also don't think he's a cupboard guy. I do think
Yeah,
his offensive
fine.
output gives him a sort of like cushion where he's like not within the wearing a jersey tier.
Yeah, fine. I can't believe
So,
there's this many in Will C, by the way. I didn't realize how there's this many question marks on the team.
well, like, think about it. They're in a transition. Like, it's no longer one
Because
of
I
those
think we've
years,
nailed it so far. I don't think we've been, disrespectful to anybody.
except Marat. I'm gonna be
I don't know. Okay, continue.
Charlie McAvoy, and I have an idea where you're gonna put him.
Sean Corrali.
Oh my god. Shall I do it so we don't even need to discuss it?
Yeah, yes, he's elite. Yes, don't overthink it. He's elite.
Relative to where the Bruins are, he definitely solidified that notion. Most points in his career in his 10th year. I mean, honestly, we should put like tenacious in there too, because like he just didn't stop.
I
Like
bet you people will be not happy about that one.
Well, I will argue it with this. After the crazy whirlwind of injuries and every little thing of adversity they had to go through, he still put up the production he did and still was a stalwart. So people can be angry about that if they want. I think relative to the Bruins, he is an elite mainstay number 1 defenseman.
I will agree. Yes, I know. I'm being facetious. Yes, he's elite, obviously.
All right. So we have our first elite player. And this guy, ideally, we would like to see maybe in that category at some point, but I think I know where I'm going to put him. Fraser Minton.
It's tough, man. He's good for the team.
He is good for the team. I was going to say good for the team. I can see where you're going to say with Will C, considering in his Calder Trophy race season, right? It's his rookie year. How does he step up in year 2? Where do they put him? How does he fit with all that? But I think given kind of what he provides and how mature he is for his young age, I think he's good for the team. I would agree. I would argue I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to like rebut that. Casey Middlestat.
You know what? Good for the team, Casey. I say good for the team.
Really? I was so pessimistic about this one. I thought you were going to say wearing a jersey, but yes, I would probably.
No, because he had a good year last year.
He did have a good year last year,
but like he kind of, he's kind of the definition of the good for the team tier.
Right? In what way? Like
he was really good because he was in the Bruins top 6, but like, does he crack any other team's top 6? Maybe like, a couple others.
Yeah. So I did like the way he performed this year. I think he's sneaky good defensively, like man on man as well. But his offensive output, his playmaking is insane, and he definitely was a positive for the Bruins last year. I do wonder how that second line, or wherever they place him, how he'll perform without that amazing second line that was last year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see for sure. The second line is crucial for them. If they don't have a second line, they're screwed.
And I think in terms of like offensive output, he's a guy where if you're the Bruins looking for guys who can create offense, he's the guy. He's definitely good for the team in that aspect.
Look at this
Um, th-
bum up next, huh? This
oh
freaking
yeah,
stiff.
this guy, you can't stand him, right?
No, no, elite, dude. We don't
And
even have to.
neither
We
and
don't.
neither and neither can your favorite media persona. But David Pastrnak is elite.
I was
Like
say
the
for the audio only people, we're talking about David Pastrnak.
we are talking about David Pastrnak. Absolutely elite, one of the best players in the world currently right now. Arguably the best Czech player right now. Actually, it's no question. He's
Maybe ever.
literally ever.
Maybe. I mean, isn't he
Yeah,
up there?
outside of Yager, I'd probably say he's like the best Czech player
Did
ever.
Yag ever win a cup? I mean,
He won two, I want to say, in early in
with
his career with
with the
Pittsburgh.
Penguins, yeah.
Yeah. So, but
If
Yager's so
Pastrnak ever
good.
gets the win one, I mean, like I think he's up there for sure as the best Czech player probably ever.
I think he creates an argument there for sure. But yeah, this one I think is
Actually, you
going
know,
to be
Krejci, maybe,
the
but
what Krejci?
Krejci.
Yeah, yeah, Krejci's.
He's not
I'd
the
say
best,
he's
but like you know what I'm saying, like he has a cup, and like David Pastrnak doesn't. So like that. Never mind. Continue. I'm just
if
thinking
no,
out
but
loud.
real quick, if you put a list of Czech players in front of me, I'd probably. This is just me thinking right now, and I don't know. He probably is top 10. I'd probably say so. Anyways, this guy that's coming up on the tier list is probably the biggest, I don't want to say question mark, but I think like outside of James Hagen's, it's the biggest like how many eyeballs are on this player.
See, I am. I don't
And
know
it's
how you
JJ
could put him
Peterka.
anywhere besides we'll see, right? But like I understand, that's my point of view. But I understand your argument as well of like he's a NHL vet at this point, and you
Exactly.
traded 2 picks for him, so like he almost better be good for the team, right?
Yeah, I think you want to. I mean, I'll argue this because like the two big additions that the Bruins made were technically Borgen and then Peterka before that, right? Like if you really look at it from a base level value, but I genuinely do think, like, given what Paterka kind of does when you look at the face value of the team, like when you look at the lineup, like the line charts, he bumps everybody down. We've talked about that. He's a young, skilled player that ideally you hope, you think is going to give David Pastrnak that secondary, like, scoring option skill wise that he hasn't probably had since Brad Marchand in his prime. So for me, I think he's good for the team based on what you gave up to get him and what he can produce at his peak, even though he hasn't even gotten there yet. So we could say we'll see. We could. I think if he's not good for the team, he has to be good for the team.
But that's the did you don't doesn't that kind of just prove my point of like we'll see if he is all that of what you just said?
Yeah, but I feel like regardless, like at face value, even before he stepped on the ice, I think I have a pretty decent idea of what you're getting out of him.
Okay, fine, good for the team, and that's Marcus's pick. Everybody, that's not mine.
What? You don't think he's good for the team?
I don't know. He's never played for the Bruins before, Marcus.
Ah, I don't like. I can see both.
I'll do good for the team just off the fact that like they traded 2 first-round picks for the guy. So like if he's not good for the team, oh man.
That's going to be a big stinky fart on Sweeney's resume for sure. I'll put him in good for the team. He has to be good for the team. Like, and
Who
he
the
probably
hell
will
is
be.
this guy?
It's New Hampshire's own Alex Steves.
Oh my god, wearing a jersey or a cupboard, get the guy out of here.
I would argue, like, if we still had the Providence Legends in here, I would argue him. He had a great early 2026, but it slowed down
He
extremely
did have a
quick.
really good. He had a great start to that year too. That's what's kind of disappointing. Wearing a jersey, please.
You think wearing a jersey?
Yes,
I would argue cupboard just because I don't see a fit for him. Like you only pull him
I
if
bet
you
he's
need
gonna
him.
play a little bit. I bet he'll play a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah,
Where does he fit?
Sturm loves him.
But where on the lineup would you see him
Well,
fit?
that's the thing is he just wears a jersey. That's why it's perfect for wearing a jersey. He could wear a jersey anywhere in the lineup.
All right. Wears a jersey and can score a couple Genos. I'd argue cupboard just because like I don't see him in this
I see what you're
like
saying, but I don't think he's as bad as the people in cupboard.
yeah, I guess. I mean like that the breakout January that he had, like, I can't argue against you on that. Like, he just knows how to put the puck in the net, and he just knows how to do things the right
Sometimes.
way. So
Sometimes.
sometimes. And here's another one of your favorite players, Jeremy Swayman.
um, I don't know. What do you think?
Elite. He was a
Okay.
Vezina candidate.
Yes. All right.
It's
Elite.
elite. You don't think twice about it. You got this. You have him on $8 million a year for the next
Again,
however many
he
years.
got a Vezina nomination at 908 with one shutout, but like, yes, he's elite.
The goal save above expected, Pat.
Oh my
Don't
god!
forget the goal saved above expected.
Yeah, Felga, he stops the puck a little bit more than he should a game.
I'm having too much fun with this. Too much.
Yeah, he uses that glove a little bit more than he's expected to. What?
His blocker in 2024-25 was ridiculous. But aside from that, I have no qualms with Jeremy Swayman at all.
Yeah,
Anyways.
no, elite is. I'm joking partially. He's elite, but like I don't think he's as good as like he needs to be great.
Yeah. Well, he always is going to be great. I think he's like going to be like your best. Like he's shown it in a 60-game stint.
I'm interested to see what you have to say about this guy.
Yeah, then the last two are at the end of the alphabet, but yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy this conversation. Pavel Zacha, automatically, I think good for the team. And I don't think there's anywhere else you could probably put him.
But like, is he elite?
No.
The guy scored 30 goals last year.
No, but yes, but like if you're talking about what an elite player is, I think the big question about Pavel Zacha is like his playoff, like sort of like how he performs in the playoffs. And I don't think we've really, for me personally, I don't have like the stats in front of me, but based on what I've seen already, I don't think I've seen enough of it from like, yes, in the regular season, point producer, all around great player. So I think in terms of what he brings for the Bruins themselves, I wouldn't consider him elite. But I do think he's good for the team in nearly every aspect of the ice. Like he can play anywhere.
Put him good for the team. The first one.
The first one. Well, it's listing like, oh boy.
Yeah, but you can like drag him in like right,
like that.
Yeah,
in the first one. All right,
because he deserves to be like that guy.
He does. He's like. If we're talking like relative to the team, he's borderline elite. I feel like, and we can talk about the contract stuff all we want. If he wants the number that we would suspect him at, which is like 7, 8, 9, 10 million, could he want that? I think he needs another step offensively, as if he hasn't already like been offensively productive for the Boston Bruins. I can't see him at elite though. I do think he's great.
I would agree with you on that. I just think it's like he might be the closest thing to it that they have that isn't elite, you know?
Yeah, he's like he's touching the line. Like he's
right there. He's on there. In some games he is elite, and then he's dancing over the line.
Mm-hmm. He's like Kevin Durant. He's foot on the line on the 3-point shot. Almost there. And this last one, last but not least, our favorite man who kills penalties and is a great social media admin as well.
He also takes penalties every day, every game.
Who actually led the NHL in penalties.
All right, hear me out for a second. Like this is gonna be funny, but like, I almost want to put him in Sean Corrali.
What? That doesn't make sense.
He like is Sean Corrali, but on defense.
Nah. I don't really see your point.
Well, he kills penalty. Like, is he good for the team? Like, how could you say that when he leads the league in penalty minutes every year?
I mean, I think you can't really look past the penalty minutes, but I think kind of if you look at all the intangibles, I'll bring in like the non-statistical stuff. Great locker room presence, leader, and the presence on the ice, I think speaks for itself too. Like, if you get around to the playoffs, I think at full health, he's definitely, because he had the injury. I forget what it was in the playoffs, but like it hindered him back. And I know you're very critical of the penalties. Like that's a big like.
Well, because like when you're taking like when you're in the box, for once a game, maybe even more than that, like you're not helping the team out.
Yeah, I see to your point there. Um, at the same time, I do think like what you've gotten out of him so far, it's definitely if you want me to say it this way, this is the only way I could think of it. Above replacement, he's better than just I think an average defenseman because of his size, because of his stay-at-home steadiness. Um, I don't know. I can't see him as not good for the team. Like I can't see him as just wearing a jersey. I can't see him. We made Sean Corrali for Sean Corali. Like Sean Corali is
Fine,
just
good for the team.
Sean Corali is just. I don't understand that team.
I like Sean Corali. That's so funny, dude. People are gonna see that and laugh. I hope.
But I think good for the team, and I can't just say take away the penalties aspect because it is a real thing. But I think everything else he's brought to the squad, I think, is definitely worth putting him as like good for the team. He's a leader.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Look at
I
it
I
all.
I wanted I want to know your thoughts if you had any sort of rebuts.
I would have maybe I add a couple more tiers doing it differently, but I like those tiers. I think those tiers are exactly because I think that is exactly to as close as what the team we think looks like.
That's exactly the way you would tear up the rest of the team. Nothing you would change.
I mean, a lot like Hampus Lindholm again should be on the bottom.
You would put Hampus.
We want Elias to be better, but he just isn't at this point. So, like, how can I?
So
No,
for
I think
me,
it's perfect the way it is, to be honest. I think it's exactly how I think of the Bruins team.
yeah, this is a probably I'd say like between the two of us, the way we kind of like debate and everything. I feel like we met in the middle on many different things. But this was fun. It was a
Oh, it
great.
was a good time. Sean Corrali, if you see that, it was like, please listen to the clip and you'll understand what we mean by Sean Corrali gets his own tier.
Well, I think that makes him a very special player. That he is in his own tier, a league of his own. He's a league of his own. Um, but yeah, no, that's the way we see the team. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. Let us know what you think. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider subscribing to the After Further Review show on YouTube, where it's actually on Marcusi, but we'll figure out a YouTube channel in the meantime. Please consider also listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're probably available on it, so go check us out there. Also, find us on Instagram. Follow us at After Further Review Show, where you can find clips. And our content is everywhere with player interviews, podcasts, and so much more fun stuff that me and Pat love doing around the Bruins, the NHL, and beyond. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope to see more of you. Bye bye.